Hey guys, it's Rachel Adelicia from Investment Piece back again with fashion stories. As you know, you've heard me say this so many times. I am so passionate about sharing the stories that our fashions hold. I really truly believe that fashion has storytelling abilities, and I think the things that we hang on to or have in our closet help us tell those stories. And I think I'm on a mission to tell them all. Again, we're in part of one of my closets. You can see my jeans. I'm not just interested in telling my stories, though. I'd love to tell your stories, and you'll see other people's stories here. But if sharing your story is something that you're interested in, I'd love to hear from you. Investmentpiece.com, you can find all my contact information there, or of course down here. But again, fashion stories. The things that we hold on to, our fashion tells stories. So at this time of the year, what are we thinking about a lot of times? We're thinking about gifts. And when I was sitting down and I was doing some of the planning, not only just for blog content, but for this, I kept thinking, I feel like there are always gifts that we hang on to. And of course, there are special gifts that you should. Like, if someone gives you some rare, expensive piece, like, yeah, hang on to it. But I also think there are little things that come into our lives as gifts that become either part of our story or have such a story when they're given to us that we can't let go and we hang on to them. I'm going to share a few of mine. And these were both Christmas gifts at one time. This is a silver bracelet. We're going to zoom in. Actually, it's just my hand, but look, zoom in. Silver piece that was actually from my mom's family estate. This silver pattern is actually our silver pattern. We have a huge tea set and wine goblets and all that stuff. But very, very special. You know what? I'm going to mess this up and my mom's going to watch. It was either my great great grandmother's or my great great aunts. I forget which one. But obviously, it has a lot of family power and stories. And even when she gave it to me, as we get older, my sister and I, for Christmas, a lot of times she'll give us things like this that have a lot of family meaning or a family story that goes along with it. And it's hysterical because, we always talk about, oh, holiday gifts are for little kids. And don't get me wrong, little kids go crazy and it's super fun to watch them. I'm also really fun to watch if you give me shoes. But my mom loves to give us stuff like this because she gets so excited that she'll tell us about it and we get to hear the stories. Also, sometimes she'll give us little note cards with the story written on it so that we have it. And it's really funny. When I first got this piece, my mom was like, I don't think you like it because I don't wear a lot of big jewelry and I don't wear a lot of silver. But I love it. And what's really important to me is that no matter who I pass it down to, that this is not just like, oh, here's a flower bracelet. Like, it's nice. But there's just so much meaning behind it. And there's even a spot where I could get my initials put on it. It's just, I think when we're given something with stories or when our fashion becomes such a big part of our story, its meaning gets exponentially bigger. And it's exciting that even though I may not wear this a lot, although I do wear it, Mom, I'll wear it right now. It's exciting to hold on to. It's exciting to pass down. It's exciting even when it's just in my jewelry case to look and say, oh, wow, look at this. I have this. The other gift that I'm going to share with you that I've had for more than I'd like to admit, longer than I'd like to admit, I guess is how I would say that, are these shoes. When I didn't buy them. My mom bought me them for Christmas when I was in my really early 20s. And obviously, look, I've always loved fashion since I was that little girl right there. I've always loved fashion, but I really, really wanted these in my early 20s. I mean, like 21, 22. I was so obsessed with them. They were called the Cinderella. I forget even where they were from. And at the time, they were so out of my budget. But I just thought, like, oh my God, what a perfect party shoe. What a lovely fun piece. I could wear it with jeans. I could wear it with dresses. Like, I just had these lists and lists and lists of why this was so important to me. And my mom gave them to me for Christmas. And it was one of those gifts, again, if you like 5-year-olds on Christmas morning, and the very excitement, that's how I get when I get shoes. But, I mean, as we can see, they're probably not 100% my style anymore. I've kind of grown up and, when you afford nicer shoes, you buy nicer shoes, all that good stuff, but I cannot get rid of them because they mean something to me. They're part of that story. They're part of the, like, how did I learn how to shop for myself? How did my adult taste change from being this age to now being that age? How did my story evolve, really. To me, this is what this represents, is that how did my story evolve? What changed between this time point and, like, shoes I have on today or whatever. I do occasionally still wear them, but most importantly, I kind of keep them on a shelf with like special fancy purses and shoes and belts, really. Yeah, my closet is deep, which is my job. It's fine. But they're a part of my story. Both of these things are, and it fascinates me. We're at a time where even on site, you're going to see a lot of gift guides. And I think gift giving is both very difficult and such a joy. I personally love to have people, well, I love to have people in my life. But for the people in my life, I love getting them gifts that I know that they either really want or that really remind me of them. I think gift giving should be kind of personal. Because who knows the people in your life better than you, really. And I think it should mean something. I think it's exciting. And I hope that each time you give a gift or you get a gift, that you have this experience where it either adds to your story or it tells a little bit about your story, or it's something that you can hang on and pass down to and be like, hey, this reminds me of, the time that I was evolving my fashion, or when I realized, like, oh my gosh, I really have an affinity for this and I could do something with this, or oh my gosh, this means something from family and, like, it's been worn for centuries and this is what it means, type thing. Those things are exciting. Those things are part of our stories, and even though they're just fashion, they help us tell them. Thank you for letting me share some of my stories with you. Again, I just love it. And if there's a story that you would love to tell, or you want to reach out to me and have me tell your story, or even just suggestions, something that you would like to see, I'm all ears. That's a gift, and I'm excited to get it. But thank you again, investmentpiece.com. I am Rachel Adelicia. You can also find me on Instagram and on Twitter and on Facebook under Instagram or Investment Piece. Thank you so much, you guys. Happy holidays.